Awesome. So, magandang gabi sa inyo guys. Welcome dito sa day 2 ng 5-day Facebook Ads Challenge and I'd like to welcome everyone. Aris, Charisma, Jacqueline, Kate, Marivic, Marjorie, Mark, Marlon, Mary Grace, Oliver, Remelin, Tato. Yan. Techno, Diosdado, Marjorie, Shit. Ayan, magandang gabi sa inyo guys. And anong tawag dito? For those na kapapasok lang dito sa ating live training session, welcome guys. Kung na-miss ninyo yung day 1 natin, we were able to send you guys an email on how you can be able to access your dashboard. Nandun yung instructions. And hopefully, lahat kayo ay nabuksan nyo na yung inyong dashboard. So, by now, hopefully, you can access the recording o yung replays ng mga previous batches. So, without further ado, let me just quickly share my screen and proceed tayo sa topic tonight, which is the Facebook auction. As promised nung day 1 natin, sabi ko sa inyo, this is gonna be our topic for tonight, for the second day live training session. So who among you guys here, by the way, before I proceed, let me know in the chat, nakikita na ba yung screen ko? Type yes in the chat. Kita na ba yung screen? Before I proceed, okay, good. So, basically guys, how among you here ang nakita itong ad na to sometime this year or this month, this week? So let me know in the chat, sino nakakita ng ad na to? Dumaan ba sa inyo yung ad na to? Type me in the chat. Meron ba? Meron ba nakakita? Yun, si Charisma. Not yet. Okay. For those of you na nakita na tong ad na to, ayan, si She, si Oliver. So for those of you na nakita na tong ad na to, let me just give you some context kung ano nga ba yung sinasabi ko dito sa ad na to. And I'd like to give you guys an overview of paano kayo china-charge ni Meta in terms of your budget. No, let's assume guys na there's gonna be a 10 million na audience size. Ibig sabihin, ito yung possible na ma-target mo na audience size. So let's say 10 million yung audience na yon. Okay? Ngayon, yung 10 million na audience na yon, hindi naman yun lahat bibili sa'yo. 'Di ba? So you need to understand that there are different campaign objectives or there are different anong tawag dito, part of the auction wherein hinati-hati ni Meta yung type of audiences na pwede mong matarget inside Facebook. So when I say Facebook auction, the layman's term, ang tawag dito is bidding. 'Di ba? So binibid ni Meta yung budget mo to show your ads to the newsfeed against your competitors. So basically, if you optimize for awareness, no? Kasi bukas kapag nag-set up tayo ng campaign, makikita nyo tong 6 na campaign objective. So there's awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, promotions, and sales. So bawat slice po nung target audience po ninyo. So kung imagine niyo 10 million yung audience size ninyo, eto siya, 10 million itong lahat ng ito. So basically, nahahati yung type ng audience na yon into different segments. So if you optimize for awareness, which is this one, yung unang campaign, inuutusan mo si Meta na sinasabi mo sa kanya na Meta, this is my campaign objective. I want you to target plenty of people or a lot of people at a lowest cost per 1,000 impressions. You have to understand guys that the first metric na binabayaran mo kay Meta is CPM or yung tinatawag na cost per mille or cost per mille. This is a French word that represents cost per 1,000 impressions. Ibig sabihin, sa bawat 1,000 katao na nakakakita ng ads mo, yun yung binabayaran mo inside Facebook. Okay, sa bawat 1,000 na katao na impressions. Okay? Regardless kung may ginawa yung tao na yon or hindi. Halimbawa, dumaan sa newsfeed mo nila yung ads mo at wala silang ginawa. Kumbaga, nagpa-scroll lang sila. 'Di ba? Bayad mo yon. Binayaran mo yon kay Meta. Okay? By the time na nag-engage sila, halimbawa, nanonood ng video, nag-click ng link mo, or nag-comment, nag-like, nag-share, Yon, doon na makakalculate kung magkano yung cost per engagement, cost per click, cost per purchase and whatnot. So, doon pa lang kakalculate yung mga other metrics po doon. But you have to understand that the first metric Meta is going to charge you is the cost per 1,000 impressions. And ito nga inuutos mo dito sa awareness campaign na Meta, ipakita mo tong ads ko sa mas maraming tao sa mas mababang halaga. Yun ang ibig sabihin po nun. Okay? Ginagamit itong campaign objective na to ng mga big corporations because they have millions of kung meron millions of billions of pesos to advertise or to use that budget in their advertising spend. Okay? So that's awareness campaign. So down the line, the traffic campaign, kapag sinelect mo tong campaign na to, basically you are telling Meta to find more people who are likely to click your link papunta sa website mo or landing page. Okay? Ang inuutos mo naman dito kay Meta, sinasabi mo kay Meta, Meta, I want you to find people who are likely to click my link at a lowest cost per click. Kung nasa taas is tinuturo mo sa kanila or inuutos mo kay Meta na cost per 1,000 impressions ang mababang singil sa'yo ni Meta. Ito naman sa traffic naman, inuutos mo na magkaroon ka na mas mababang cost per click. Okay? That's the reason na makikita mo dito may kamay na nagkiklik. Ayan. So, nakikita mo sa taas yung mga mata, ibig sabihin that's more eyeballs at the lowest cost per 1,000 impressions. Now, the third one, which is the engagement. Okay, naalala nyo guys yung day one natin. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo may personal ad account kayo tapos kailangan mag-create kayo ng ad account inside your business portfolio. Tama? So naalala nyo yon? The moment you boost a post, no, sa lahat po na nagbo-boost post dito na walang ad account, hindi gumagamit ng ads manager inside the business portfolio, makinig kayong mabuti. Because when you select engagement or when you boost a post, ang automatic default po nun is engagement. Itong nasa gitna na to. Okay, automatic default. Ibig pong sabihin, kapag nag-boost kayo ng post, inuutos mo kay Meta that Meta, I want you to target people who are likely to engage with my page at a lowest cost per engagement. Now, ano nga ba yung mga engagement na yon? Number one, messages, video views, comments, likes, and shares. Ngayon, huwag ka masyado magrereklamo kung wala ka masyado nakukuhang sales dito sa engagement because yun yung naman yung inutos mo kay Meta, di ba? Sinunod lang naman ng Meta kung ano yung inuutos mo. Okay, but I'm not saying na hindi ka makakakuha dito ng sales. What I'm trying to say is, if you want engagement, so be it because yun yung inutos mo kay Meta eh. Di ba? So definitely more people ang magi-engage dun sa page mo. More people are likely to message your page or to comment, like, and share because ito yung inutos mo sa kanya. You get more engagement because ito yung sinabi mo kay Meta, engagement. Okay. Down the line, which is yung leads, number 4. When you select leads, you are trying to push the algorithm to find more people who are likely to provide their information, such as emails, phone numbers, and full name, etc., etc. So these are the people na natag ni Meta inside the Facebook auction that are likely to provide their information for you to be able to reach out to these people after they saw your ad. Saan nga ba ginagamit itong leads na to? Ginagamit itong leads na to for if say for example, you have a product or a service that would cost them for about, let's say, 10,000 pesos, 25, 100,000, 1 million, 5 million. You definitely need a lead for you to be able to capture their information so that you can email, you can SMS, you can message them moving forward because it may take some time for these people to take action. What action would they make for them to be able to make a purchase or to possibly avail your service? Kasi 'di ba, kung 10,000 pesos 'yan, 25,000 pesos, mag-iisip sila, 'di ba? Kailangan should I trust this guy? Should I pay 25,000 pesos? So should I pay 100,000 pesos? Kasi ngayon ko lang siya nakita sa newsfeed ko eh. So yung trust doon hindi pa na-build. So you need to be able to capture leads, especially kung nagbebenta ka ng real estate, kung nagbebenta ka ng life insurance, kung nagbebenta ka ng yate, kung nagbebenta ka ng high ticket products, no, you're selling coaching programs that would cost them 50,000 pesos, definitely you need a lead for you to be able to capture those information so that you can nurture these leads for them to become a paying customer. So yun yung po yung anong tawag dito, ultimate goal for you to be able to run this campaign. Okay? I'm not gonna talk about the app promotion kasi wala naman tayong app na ginagamit. Okay? Otherwise, kung Foodpanda ka, kung meron kang app, halimbawa, anong tawag dito? Grab app yan. So, hindi naman natin to pag-uusapan kasi wala naman tayong application. So I'm gonna talk about the sales part, which is the bottom. Okay? Basically inuutos mo kay Meta, na sinasabi mo kay Meta, right now I don't have enough budget. Okay? To optimize for these campaigns like awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, and whatnot. But I want sales automatically. Ibig sabihin, bigyan mo ako ng mga tao na likely to make a purchase right now. Okay, kasi wala akong bilyones, wala akong milyones na pwede kong gastusin sa ads. I want an ROI right away. Especially if you are selling a 500 peso product, 800 peso product, 1,000 peso product, 1,525. So you want a sale automatically para magkaroon ka agad ng ROI. No? Kasi yun yung pinupush mo kay Meta na gawin niya. So, mapapansin nyo dito, out of 10 million na audience size, makikita mo sa bottom, oo nga, nandoon yung karamihan na posibleng bumili sa'yo because if you can see, the dollar sign or I should put it peso sign, these are the people who are likely to make a purchase. Pero saan mo sila makikita? Nandoon sa dulo. Nasa bottom ng funnel. Okay? Kaya lang, itong nasa bottom ng funnel na to, ang dami ring nagbibid dito. Ibig sabihin, nag-aagawan kayo dito. Okay, maraming advertiser ang nag-aagawan dito sa bottom funnel kasi nga yung mga nasa top of the funnel na to, hindi naman sila agad-agad bibili sa iyo eh. Kailangan mong ipakita muna, i-demonstrate mo muna sa kanila yung products or service mo, how it can solve their problem. 'Di ba? So that's the reason why doon sa baba, itong tawag dito is optimized CPM, yung leads tsaka yung sales conversions. Ang tawag dito is optimized CPM. Ibig sabihin, pinipersa mo yung algorithm ni Meta to find more people who are likely to make a purchase. Ganun po yung ibig pong sabihin po nun. Now, the next one would be this one. So let's imagine that this is the Facebook algorithm. Okay, so I'm gonna put it this way. You are the advertiser A and advertiser B and C, that will be your competitors. Okay? Now, so typically, kapag nagra-run tayo ng campaigns, 'di ba, small budget lang naman yung ginagamit natin, 'di ba? So 100 pesos, 200 pesos, 500 pesos and whatnot. So basically, when you spend a small budget, you are in the tier 1 audience. Ibig pong sabihin, yung low-hanging fruit ang tinatamaan po nung budget mo na mababang budget. Alam mo, 100 peso budget, 200 peso budget. Ang tinatamaan po nung budget mo na yun, yung tier 1 audience o tinatawag natin na low-hanging fruit. Ibig pong sabihin, ito yung pinakamurang conversions na makukuha mo inside the Facebook algorithm or Facebook auction. Okay? The moment you have saturated the tier 1 audience, darating po yung time na magkakaroon po ng tinatawag na learning limited. Okay? Ano nga ba yung learning limited na yon? Yung learning limited na yon, sinasabi ni Meta sa'yo that, let's say, Sir Marlon or Marlon, hanggang dito na lang yung kaya kong ibigay sa yung conversions based dun sa budget mo na binigay doon sa campaigns mo. Halimbawa, nag-spend ka ng 100 peso budget per day. Okay? mapapansin mo yan, sa unang 3 araw, maraming pasok ng messages yan. Okay, maraming pumapasok na messages or possible na may makuha kang sales directly in the next 3 days. Okay? Or in the first day pa lang, minsan may pumapasok na eh. 'Di ba? So, ibig pong sabihin kasi noon, guys, ang gustong mangyari ni Meta, magkaroon ka ng early wins. Yung tinatawag na early wins, ibig sabihin gusto niyang maging successful yung campaigns mo. Okay? Um, kahit na mababa yung budget mo, binibigyan kanya ng conversions. Ibig sabihin, binibigyan kanya ng quality na type of audience that are likely to make a purchase or convert as a lead or as a sale. Okay? Yun po yung binibigay sa ni Meta, yung sa tier 1 audience po natin. Now, the moment po na na-saturate mo na yung audience tier 1, yung tier 1 audience na yan, malalabas na po yung tinatawag na learning limited because ang gusto po ni Meta is magkaroon ka ng at least 50 conversions in 1 week. Okay? And imposible kasi na magkaroon ka ng 50 conversions in 1 week with a very small budget. Halimbawa, you're just spending 100 pesos and imposible yon na magkaroon ka ng 50 conversions sa loob ng isang linggo. What Meta wants is they want you to increase your budget because if you increase your budget, you are likely to target the higher tier audience. So most likely, possible na tinamaan mo na yung tier 5 audience. 'Di ba? So, makikita mo dito na from, let's say, mangilan-ngilan na audience yung, or mangilan-ngilan na conversions yung may bibigay sa'yo sa tier 1, pag in-increase mo yung budget mo sa medyo mas malaking halaga, sabihin natin, nag 1,000 peso budget ka, mapapansin mo dito na mas marami na ring audience na posibleng maging customers or maging leads ng campaigns mo. Gets? So nasa tier 5 audience ka na, from konti, dumami, okay, nag-increase ka ng budget, pero here's the catch. The moment you increase your budget, you are also competing against other competitors who are already spending that same budget. So let's say for example, si advertiser B nag-increase din siya ng budget. Kakompetensya mo na siya sa tier 5 audience. Ibig sabihin, naglalaban na kayong pareho dyan sa tier 5 audience. So ano pong mangyayari nun? Kung dati, ang binabayaran mong cost per message is 10 piso bawat message na pumapasok, may posibilidad po na umakyat yan sa 30, 35 pesos, 40 pesos. Bakit? Kasi hindi na lang ikaw yung nagbibid po dyan sa mas mataas na tier ng type of audiences. Ibig sabihin, possible si advertiser B, umakyat din siya or marami na kayo nagko-compete dyan sa tier na yan, up until, halimbawa, nag-increase ka ng mas maraming budget, makikita mo na 3 na kayo naglalaban-laban dyan sa tier 8 and tier 9 audiences. So, ibig pong sabihin, Meta will decide now which ad ang mas ipapakita niya doon sa pare-pareho din yung target audience. Halimbawa, yung ikaw si advertiser A, advertiser B, and advertiser C, pare-pareho kayo ng target audience na tina-target. So ngayon, paano na ngayon mamimili si Meta ng kaninong ad ang mas ipapakita? Ganito po kasi yan nangyayari sa loob ng anong tawag dito, auction. So I'm gonna show you my whiteboard. Let me know if you guys can see my whiteboard. Okay, type yes in the chat if you can see my whiteboard. Please do not draw or type. Yan. Wag po kayo, ako muna magta-type dito. You guys can see my whiteboard. Let me know in the chat. You guys can see it before I proceed? Yes, okay, perfect. So, eto po kasi siya, no? Let's assume that this is, let's say this is Marlon. No? Si Sir Marlon po ito. Okay, ba't ang liit nung ano ko? Yun, si Sir Marlon. Okay, so let's assume this is Sir Marlon. Okay, and si Sir Marlon is mahilig sa basketball. No? Yun yung hilig niyang panoorin kapagka may dumadaan na mga ads or mga content sa Facebook newsfeed niya, anong tawag dito? Madalas nanonood siya pinapanood niya yung mga type of content ng basketball. Okay. Now, let's say si Sir Aris, no? Si Sir Aris is advertiser A. Okay, ba't ang liit na ito? Yan. Let me know guys kung nakikita nyo. Medyo maliit yung ano ko. Yan, nilalakihan ko siya. Okay, so may nag-drawing. Erase po natin yung drawing nila dito. Okay. Yan po si Sir Aris, advertiser A, and si Sir, anong tawag dito? Let's say si Sir Mark is advertiser B. Di ba? Advertiser B. Ayan. So, mangyayari po niyan is, halimbawa, let's assume na si Sir Aris at Sir Mark ay nagbebenta ng basketball shoes. So, halimbawa, mga Nike, mga ganon, or kahit anong brand, no? Basta pareho silang nagbebenta ng sapatos pang basketball. And they want to target the likes of Sir Marlon. Okay, so ibig sabihin, sabi ni Sir Aris, Meta, I'm willing to target gusto kong targetin mo yung mga katulad ni Marlon na mahilig sa basketball, and I'm willing to pay 500 pesos per day. Okay, yan po yung gusto niyang budget per day. Sabi naman ni Sir Mark, Meta, I'm also willing to pay 500 pesos. Targetin mo yung mga katulad ni Sir Marlon na mahilig sa basketball, manood ng basketball. Kasi most likely, siya din yung bibili ng sapatos ko na binibenta. Now, let's assume that both of these advertisers ay nag-launch sila ng ads at 12 midnight. Okay, sabay na sabay. Okay, now, the thing is, Meta will decide how much is going to be the cost per 1,000 impressions. Ibig sabihin, how much would be the cost per 1,000 impressions na i-charge sa ni Meta para ipakita yung ads mo kay katulad ni Sir Marlon. Halimbawa, charge ka ni Meta ng let's say 250 pesos cost per 1,000 impressions. Itong si Sir Aris, no? And then si Sir Mark naman, ganun din, 250 pesos din cost per 1,000 impressions. Ngayon, nangyari, mas maganda yung ads po ni Sir Aris. Okay? Ibig sabihin po, mas maraming nag-i-engage, mas maraming nanonood ng video, mas maraming nag-i-inquire. So, ibig pong sabihin, na-detect po ni Meta yon, yung algorithm ni Meta. Okay. Mas ipapakita ko tong ads ni Sir Aris. So, mangyayari po noon, kung 250 pesos po yung binabayaran ni Sir Aris before para ipakita yung ads niya sa 1,000 katao, ang mangyayari po nung bababaan po ni Meta yung cost. Okay, magiging 200 na lang po yan, magiging 150 and magiging 100 pesos. So, ganyan po nangyayari inside the Facebook auction. So, ang mangyayari po noon is kapag bumaba ang cost per 1,000 impressions, tataas po ang number of impressions. Okay? Ibig sabihin po, pag bumaba ang cost per 1,000 impressions, maganda kasi yung cost mo is mababa. Tapos, ang mangyayari nun, tataas yung number of impressions mo. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming makakita nung ads mo. Ang binibigay po sa iyo ni Meta is nire-reward po ni Meta yung ads po ninyo. Meta is going to show your ads to more people at a lowest cost per 1,000 impressions. Okay? Now, anong mangyayari doon sa ad ni Sir Mark? Diba? Kasi pangit talaga yung ads ni Sir Mark eh. Walang nanonood, walang may gusto, walang comments, walang shares, walang likes. Ang mangyayari po nun, magmamahal po yung kanyang CPM. Okay, tataas po ang CPM niya. Kung dati ang binabayaran niya lang is 250, magiging 400 po yan, magiging 500. So pataas po ng pataas ang CPM niyan. Yung cost per 1,000 impressions. Ano pong mangyayari kapag pataas ng pataas ang cost per 1,000 impressions mo? Okay, bababa po ang number of impressions. Ibig pong sabihin, pag bumaba ang number of impressions, kukonti na lang yung makakakita ng ads mo, kukonti yung mag-i-inquire doon sa ads mo, and ang mangyayari po noon is magiging pinipenalize po kayo ni Meta doon sa ads po ninyo. Okay, magkakaroon kayo ng mas mahal na cost per result or mas mahal na cost per 1,000 impressions because Meta favors the ads of your competitors. Okay, meron po kasing tatlong parameters si Meta in terms of the grading system. Meron tatlong grading system po yan si Meta. May number 1 is below average. Okay? Number 1 is below average. Number 2 is average. Okay? And number 3 is above average. Okay? Ano pong ibig sabihin po nun? Kapag below average po yung ads po ninyo, ibig pong sabihin sa Tagalog, walang kwenta. Wala pong kwenta yung ads po ninyo pag below average yung ads po ninyo na pinapakita. Ibig sabihin, you are likely being possible na na-outbid ka ng competitors mo. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kailangan mong i-improve yung creatives mo. Okay? Now, kapag nakita mo naman tong average, ibig sabihin, pasok naman sa standards ng Meta. You can do more. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo pa siyang improve kasi nasa average naman siya. Ang gusto kasi nating makita is dapat nasa above average yung ads po natin. Kaya ayaw natin na makita yung ads po natin na below average because kapag below average yan, pinipenalize po tayo ni Meta and you are likely to get a high cost per 1,000 impressions and soon magkakaroon ka ng mas mahal na cost per result. Okay? Ngayon, ipapakita ko sa inyo dito yung ibig kong sabihin sa sarili kong campaigns. Hopefully, merong lumabas. At nalalamunan ko ng mga kasawagan. So, mangyayari po niyan is, papakita ko sa inyo yung sarili kong campaign. Hopefully, meron siyang result dito. Ayan po siya. So, ibig pong sabihin, let me just share my screen. Ito po siya. So, kita nyo na yung ads ko, ay yung ads manager ko. So makikita mo dito, meron ako ditong isang ad. Sabi ni Meta, yung video daw na to, malamang nakita nyo na tong ad na to. Okay, sabi ni Meta, itong video na to, wala daw kwenta yung quality ng video kasi below average. 'Di ba? So sabi ni Meta, gandahan mo yung video mo kasi below average, bottom of 35% of ads. So yun ang sabi ni Meta sa akin. Okay? Although meron ako mga comments, likes, and shares. Ayan. Sabi naman niya, in terms of engagement ranking, maganda, above average siya. Okay? Kasi pakikita ninyo, ayan o, maraming comments, maraming shares, 380 shares, 163 comments. Actually, kung titingnan natin ito, ilan ba yung reactions nito? Ayan, yung mga reactions nito is nasa 1,200 ang reactions. Okay, ibig sabihin po nun is okay yung engagement. Okay, gusto ni Meta yon. Nasa above average yung ad na to. Tapos conversion rate ranking, sabi naman ni Meta, okay naman, pasok naman, nasa average naman siya. Meron akong isang ad dito, actually sa US ko to niraran. Sabi ni Meta dito, walang kwenta yung ad mo, walang kwenta rin yung conversion rate mo, yung engagement mo is average. Pero pag tiningnan mo yan, overall, walang kwenta tong ad na to. So papatayin mo na siya. Okay? Ibig pong sabihin, tingnan mo to. Ang CPM nito is 189. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na unang metric na binabayaran nyo kay Meta. Yung cost per 1,000 impressions. 189, 217, tingnan mo tong isang to. Sobrang taas. 1,118. Ito namang isang to, sobrang demoble. 2,000 ang cost per 1,000 impressions po niya. So ganun po siya, ganun po kayo kina-charge ni Meta in terms of your budget. Ngayon, magtataka kayo bakit yung ads po ninyo is sa unang 3 araw maganda or sa unang isang linggo maganda tapos eventually nagda-die down na siya. Number 1 factor is na-saturate mo na yung audience mo. Number 2 factor is mababa yung budget mo, hindi siya maka-exit ng learning phase. And the moment that you increase your budget, sabihin mo, okay, sabi ni coach kasi increase ko yung budget ko para mas maraming makakitang tao. Which is totoo naman. So once you increase your budget, mas maraming tao yung makakita nun. Pero, ito yung pero. Kapag natalo kayo sa auction na mas malaking budget, halimbawa you're spending already let's say 3,000 pesos per day. 5,000 pesos per day. Kapag natalo kayo ng mas excuse me, mataas na nga yung budget mo, pero talo ka ng competitors mo in terms of your ads. Ibig sabihin mas maraming engagement yung ads ng competitor mo. Ibo-bottom ka pa rin ni Meta. Okay, ibababa yung ano mo, yung ranking mo, and yung competitors mo ang mas ipo-push. Let's say for example, okay, gusto kong mas maraming makakita ng ads ko. Magba-budget ako ngayon ng 5,000 pesos per day. Okay? Pero, ito yung pero. Kaya kang talunin nung competitor mo na nagba-budget lang ng 1,000 pesos per day na maganda yung ads. Nagets? Kahit 1,000 piso lang yung binabudget niya per day versus 5,000 ka. Kaya lang pangit yung ads mo, kaya kang talunin nung 1,000 lang yung budget na ginagamit niya. Nagigets nyo? Why? Baka may tanong sa inyo, why? Bakit naman ganoon? Anong tawag dito? Malaki na ngayon yung budget ko, tapos bakit yung competitor ko pa yung pinapaboran ni Meta? Mas pinapaboran ni Meta yung mga ads na mas maraming nag-i-engage, mas maraming nagko-comment, mas maraming nag-i-inquire, at mas maraming bumibili. Because Meta don't want to leave the users sa platform. Kasi kung puro pangit ng ads yung nakikita ng mga Facebook users, ano mangyayari? Lilipat sila sa TikTok, lilipat sila sa YouTube or kung saan man. 'Di ba? Ayaw ni Meta 'yon. Gusto ni Meta mag-stick yung mga users with the Facebook platform or Facebook app or Instagram app, kasi pareho lang naman yan. Facebook, Instagram, si Meta lang naman yung may-ari niyan. So, ganun po siya. Ganun ang thinking ni Meta. Sabi, ang inaano niya, wala akong pake doon sa laki ng budget mo, mas may pake ako kung aling ad ang mas nag-convert, nag-i-engage, at mas marami ang nag-i-inquire. Make sense? Naiintindihan na ngayon? Okay? May questions po kayo? May question dito, Tatus, is boosting still effective nowadays? Yes. But if you really want to make the most out of your budget, okay, kung seryoso ka talaga mag-ads, then definitely you need to use the ads manager, o hindi lang yung boost post. Nagets ninyo yung ibig kong sabihin? Kung seryoso ka talaga na mag-run ng ads, hindi ka nagagamit ng cellphone pag nagbo-boost ng post, gagamit ka ng laptop or PC, and then gagamit ka ng ads manager, hindi lang basta boost post. Okay? Question and answer tayo. May questions? Malinaw po yung paano kayo china-charge ni Meta ng inyong budget. Clear. Okay, clear sabi ni May. So ano dapat mag-focus sa quality ng ads? Exactly, Sir Marlon. Okay? Matagal ko nang sinasabi ito, pero nung mga previous batches, parang walang naniniwala sa akin. Sabi ko, focus 90% of your time optimizing your creatives or your ads and stop tinkering the ads manager. When I say tinkering, karamihan po kasi nung mga nag-i-start mag-run ng ads is pupunta sila sa ads manager, titingnan nila kung anong mga interest, demographics, targeting yung mga nandoon. And gusto nilang himay-himayin, ano kaya dito yung magandang interest? Ano kaya magandang 21 years old ba? 25 years old? 60 years old? Pabayaan mo si Meta, 18 to 65 years old, pabayaan mo si Meta mag-optimize, and then hayaan mo siyang mag-optimize ng iyong campaign. Kung familiar kayo doon sa bagong launch ni Meta na Andromeda, meaning po is mas matalino pa sa inyo si Meta. Okay? Kailan ba yon? 3 days ago or 4 days ago? Nag-screenshot ako pinicturean ko yung isang food supplement. Okay? Sabi ko, gusto ko tong logo nito. Gusto kong gayahin yung part ng logo na yon. Never akong pumunta sa website ng brand. Never akong pumunta doon, nag-engage doon sa page nila. Ang ginawa ko lang, in-screenshot ko lang, pinicturean ko lang yung logo, or yung label ng product. And then, guess what? After kong pinicturan, mamaya-maya lumalabas na yung ad sa akin. Ganun siya katalino, guys. Okay, ganun siya katalino. Ni hindi man lang ako pumunta sa website nila, ni hindi man lang ako nag-engage na sa page. Maya-maya, pag picture ko, mga naglakad-lakad ako mga ilang kasi nasa SM kami noon eh. After mga couple of minutes, lumabas na yung ads niya. Ganun siya katalino. So, kahit na wag mong masyadong stressin yung sarili mo, kakahanap ng tamang targeting, focus 90% of your time, perfecting your creatives, and the rest will follow. Okay? Marjorie, pag nag-run ng ads, makikita ba agad quality ranking at pag below average ang ranking, pwede ba stop agad yung ads kahit hindi pa tapos yung duration ng ads? Yes, pwede mo na siyang patayin, especially kung lahat ng ads mo is below average, Miss Marjorie. Okay? Kung halimbawa, 2 days pa lang, 3 days pa lang, puro below average, patayin mo na yun. Walang kwenta yun. Okay? Ano naman po yung cost per messaging? Pag-aaralan po natin yan, Sir Mark, on day 5. Gagamitin po natin yung Facebook Ads Calculator. Okay. Sir Aris, what's the best campaign for affiliate marketing? Optimized for sales and typically dapat meron kang website. Okay, kasi affiliate marketing only works if may website ka kasi you need to be able to attribute the sales using the special link na binigay sa'yo. Okay? So, pwede namang affiliate din via messaging, kaya lang ang hirap ng attribution nun. Okay? You should have a website and optimize for sales. Pwede ba sked lang yung duration ng ads, like try lang 7 days para automatic stop charging? Hindi ako Mr. Charisma, hindi ako nag-schedule, hindi ako naglalagay ng end date. Ang ginagawa ko lang is daily lang, daily budget, and I post them manually. Okay? So, anong tawag dito? Ang ginagawa ko lang is nilalaunch ko yung ads ng 12 midnight, 12 a.m. Alam ba, mamayang madaling araw. Tapos, let's say, I have a date in mind kung kailan ko siya papatayin. So, today is Tuesday. Halimbawa, I'm gonna post this on Tuesday the following week. So, ganun ko lang siya inaano. Ipopost ko siya manually. Okay? So, Aris, Lazada affiliate po, coach. Depende kung meron kang pwede mo link clicks, no? Pwedeng link clicks or messaging campaign, but make sure that you will put the link doon sa messaging, sa messages, sa chat flow. Okay? So, pwede po 'yan. So, hindi ako expert in terms of Lazada affiliate. Okay? Just have to put it that way. Hindi ko po siya expertise, no? Pero I could use link clicks for that, no? So, I hope that answers your question, Sir Aris. Miss Marjorie, ano po characteristics ng above average na ads? Number 1, good thing na natanong mo. Pero mainom muna ako ng tubig. Mamaos na ako. Anong characteristics ng above average na ads? Number 1, meron ka magandang hook in terms of your video kung gumagamit ka ng video. Yung first 3 to 5 seconds mo, meron ka dapat magandang hook. Okay? Ano yung mga possible na hook na pwede mong gamitin? Gagawin po natin yun tomorrow. Okay? Magagawa tayo ng mga possible hook sa videos nyo or doon sa mismong ads niyo. That's for videos. Sa image naman, kailangan yung image mo is kumbaga nag-stand out talaga. Yung text doon sa image mo is maganda yung premise. Okay? Ibig pong sabihin, at a glance pa lang, ibig sabihin, sa unang tingin pa lang nung creatives mo, nung image mo, nag-make sense na sa kanila kung para saan yun. Okay? Pag-uusapan po natin yan tomorrow. Gagawa tayo mismo ng ads from scratch. Okay? So, yun po yung pag-uusapan natin. One of the characteristics din yung headline mo. Kailangan compelling yung headline mo na pag nakita nila na halimbawa, kung tina-target mo ang mga parents, ano, yung mga women, especially women, di ba? Nakalagay doon, for parents who are looking for, diba, nagbebenta ka ng vitamins for kids. Siyempre, wala namang buying power yung mga kids, 'di ba? Kasi nasa school 'yan, 'di ba? Pero obviously, ang target audience mo dito parents who have the capacity to buy your products. So parang lalagyan mo dun sa headline mo, let's say for picky eaters, nakalagay dun, attention parents, this is the best food supplement for your kids, for the picky eaters, parang ganon. So kailangan naka-highlight 'yon. Okay, that's one of the characteristics ng above average na ads. Ano pa? Kailangan may nag-i-engage, kailangan kung may website ka, may nagki-click doon sa link mo. Kailangan kung messaging campaign ka, marami nagme-message, marami nag-i-inquire. Ganun po 'yan. Okay? Miss Jacqueline Padilla, what's the best budget for real estate in order to get clients? Well, ideally, dapat meron kang at least 15,000 sa loob ng isang buwan. Bakit 15,000? 15,000 divided by 30 days, that's 500 pesos per day. You can test at least 5 creatives already for the 500 peso budget. Okay? That's the minimum budget na nire-require ko if you are going to optimize for to test your campaigns. Regardless kung real estate ka man, kung saan ka man na industry. Okay, if you want, guys, you can follow my sa page, just go find Digital Homey page, and meron ako doon ginawang anong tawag dito? Meron akong ginawang I'm gonna share you guys pag pumunta kayo ng page ko, Digital Homey, paki-follow nyo na rin ako. Okay? Tapos pag pumunta kayo sa more and then videos, tapos meron ako ditong The Truth About Starting an Online Business. Naka-playlist po yan. Ibig sabihin, susundan nyo na lang. Pinakita ko dito kung paano ko nag-test ng campaigns ko using the 100 peso budget. Okay? 100 peso budget per ad set. Pero ang total budget ko niyan for the whole month is 15,000 pesos. So itong part 3 na to, pinakita ko sa inyo. Pinakita ko dyan sa video na yan na I was able to spend 15,000 pesos. So kung meron kong 15,000 pesos, divide it by 30 days, that's about 500 pesos per day. Divide it by 5 ad sets, that's about 100 pesos per day. So tinuro ko po dyan, panoorin nyo yan, libre naman yan. So that's one of the campaigns na pwede kong i-share sa iyo, Miss Jacqueline. How long dapat patakbuhin ng ads para makakuha ng better ads performance per meta rating? Tattoo, I would, ako ang parameters ko is 3 days minimum tolerance, 5 to 7 days maximum tolerance. Why? Because the attribution window ng Facebook is 7-day click or 1-day view. Now, there are coaches na nagsasabi na 1 day pa lang pinapatay na nila yung ads. Wala naman akong doon, against doon. But here's my take. The reason why I want it to run for 3 days up to 5 to 7 days because of the attribution window. Because kapag pinatay mo siya ng mas maaga, ng day 1 pa lang pinatay mo na, hindi mo na nabigyan ng pagkakataon na mag-optimize yung ads na yon within the 7-day time frame. Kasi malay mo, nag-work, kasi ganito yan eh. Especially for the real estate campaigns. Ito, makinig kayo, Miss Jacqueline. Imaginein mo, pag nag-run ka ba ng ads today or tonight, tapos kinabukasan, dahil nakita mo na, ay, ang pangit nung result, ibig sabihin mataas yung cost per message, pinatay mo agad. Ang tanong, may bibili ba ng unit sa'yo ng agad-agad, 'di ba? Wala namang gano'n, eh. Unless otherwise talagang nasa consideration stage na sila na, hindi kailangan ko na lang matinong ahente, bibili na talaga ako. It's been on my head for let's say 6 months already, decided na ako bumili ng property. Pero nakita ko yung ads ni Miss Jacqueline, promising si Miss Jacqueline, pabili na ako. So automatically bibili ako. Pero wala, halos slim yung chance na bibili sila agad sa'yo, 'di ba? Kailangan mong mapakita yung kailangan mo ma-establish yung trust muna sa kanila before sila mag-take ng action. That's the reason why you need leads before you can be able to get them as a paying customer. Now, if day one pa lang, pinatay mo na yung ads mo just because it feels like it's not working, it's not a good decision making. That's the reason why I need you to run ads for at least 1 month if you are optimizing for messages. And mas madali kasi sa ano guys, mas madali if you have a landing page or if you have a website. Kasi within the 3 days pa lang, alam mo na agad na okay, the cost per lead is this much. So I'm not willing to pay for this one. 5 to 7 days, okay. Ipo-proceed ko hanggang 7-day period. Pero sa messaging campaign, kailangan mo ng at least 1 month before ka mag-decide kung alin ba doon sa mga ads mo ang nag-run na matino. Yun yung kaibahan ng messaging tsaka ng landing page or website. Okay? So I hope I was able to answer your question, Miss Jacqueline. Sir, si Tato. Paano mo napapalabas yung ads mo sa online games, coach? Naglalagay ka rin ba ng Google Ads or Meta lang? Online games is, ano ba to? Yung mga online casino, mga ganon? Online sugal, mga online, ano yan, yung pangalan nito? Yung mga Tong Eats Go, mga ganon. You have to run your ads very subtle. Na wag mong masyadong ipapakita doon na talagang ito ay gambling to, bawal yun. Pero may mga lumulusot, pero you have to make it very subtle. Very, kumbaga parang, yung iba yung ginagawa nila is parang may comedy na kasama para ma-approve yung ads nila. Joanna Marie, how much about sa car? How much ang budget? Kasi sabi ko lang 15,000, 1 month, yon kahit na anong industry ka pa. Okay, real estate, ang tawag dito, car sales and life insurance and whatnot, or e-commerce, ideally meron kang at least 15,000 budget for 1 month. Yun yung dapat ubusin mo para makapag-test ka ng iyong campaigns. As I've said, i-follow mo yung page ko and nandoon diniscuss ko doon paano i-test yung 15,000 pesos na budget, i-divide mo into 30 days. So yun po yung ginamit ko doon sa page ko. Advantageous yung recommended ba ng ads mo visible to all platforms, IUG? Yes, especially Sir Marlon if you are testing pa lang. Okay? Pabayaan mo lang si Meta kung saan papalabasin ni Meta yung ads mo. And then tsaka ka lang anong tawag dito, mag-selected placements. Pero ako, hindi na rin ako nagse-selected placement eh. Pinababayaan ko lang si Meta. Guys, mas magaling pa si Meta kasi sa atin. So pabayaan mo si Meta na mag-optimize for you. Okay? So apps, puzzle games, yes. Ano to, medyo itong apps and puzzle games, kaya hindi ko diniscuss yung app promotion kanina because komplikado kasi siya in terms of integrations. Komplikado siya in terms of meta campaigns kapag may app ka. So if you want to learn more about that, it's more of a it's more an advanced training. Pero hindi ko to pinagtutuunan ng pansin kasi komplikado to. I've tried one campaign before nung nag-uumpisa pa lang ako as a media buyer. Pina-optimize kami ng app campaign pero hindi namin na-gets. And nasa level lang ng developer. So kailangan media buyer ka / developer para naiintindihan mo 'to. Okay? So medyo advanced training po siya, Sir Aris. Paano coach yung may lumalabas na messenger mismo sa ads? What do you mean? Pwede naman talaga messenger campaign. Hindi ko gets yung ano, gagawa tayo ng messenger campaign tomorrow, Miss Charisma. Okay, so paano yung lumalabas messenger mismo sa ads? Yun, engagement campaign yun or messaging campaign or lead generation. Pag-uusapan po natin yung tomorrow. Ang tanong ko po, coach, ang tanong ko po, paano mo napalabas yung ads mo sa simpleng apps lang? I'm not talking about, yung ads ko mismo lumabas. Let's say, okay, ganito, gets. Ganito, Sir Aris, di ba, saan app mo siya nakita? Kasi minsan lumalabas sa Viber yan. Yung ads ko lumalabas sa Viber. Minsan naglalaro yung misis ko. Lumabas yung ads ko. Nagtotong its go kasi yung misis ko eh. Naglalaro ng tong its. Hindi ko alam kung ano, basta tong its yun eh. So sabi niya, yung ads mo lumabas. Sabi niya, paano lumabas yun? Hindi naman to Facebook. Na-download ko lang po Wi-Fi games, puzzle, ganun. Okay. Tapos lumabas yung ads ko. Okay. The reason why lumabas yung ads ko kasi meron po tinatawag na, eto, ipapakita ko sa inyo. May tinatawag po doon na apps and sites. Papakita ko sa inyo. So, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. So, pag pumunta kayo dito sa placements, 'di ba? Saan ba 'yan? Ito, placements. So, more settings. Sa placements kasi, pinababayaan ko lang 'to na all placements. Okay, hindi ko na 'to sine-select, hindi ko na 'to ina-unselect. Halimbawa, tinatanggal ko yung threads o ano, pinababayaan ko lang siya. Audience network, pinababayaan ko lang na naka-click yan. So, ang sinasabi ko sa inyo guys, ito yung placement controls. Ito yung tinatanong ni Sir Aris. Bakit? Paano daw lumabas yung ads ko sa gaming sites or sa mga apps, puzzles, mga ganun. Sa Viber lalabas din yun eh. Ito po siya, yung apps and sites. Dapat naka-check po yan. Ayan, expand your reach with ads in external apps and website. Audience network, native banner, and interstitial. Audience network, rewarded videos. Ibig pong sabihin, kapag naka-check po ito, lalabas po yun kahit sa Viber. Yung ads ko, lalabas yun. Yung mga Tong It's Go, mga ganon, basta mga puzzle games, yung ads niyo lalabas yun doon kahit hindi siya Meta. Yan po yung tinatanong yata ni Sir Aris. Hopefully, nasagot ko yung tanong mo. Okay, di po ba madaling masaturate yung ads mo kasi ulit-ulit lumalabas dun sa Wi-Fi games? Lagi lang dinidismiss? Well, hindi naman, in terms of saturation kasi, meron akong parameters doon. Ibig pong sabihin, as long as I'm able to get the average cost per purchase nung ads ko na yon, wala akong pake kung tumaas yung ad frequency ko. Okay, hindi ko siya tinitingnan kasi yung iba, uy, ang taas-taas na ng ad frequency mo, baka, anong tawag dito, nag-ad fatigue na yung ads mo. Okay, hindi ko po siya tinitingnan kung gaano man kadami or kadami ng frequency. Ibig sabihin ng frequency, the number of times na lumabas yung ads mo sa user. Halimbawa, si Sir Aris, nakita niya yung ads ko sa online games ng 15 beses ngayong araw. Okay? Hindi ko siya concerned. Hindi ko siya hindi ko siya masyadong binibigyan ng pansin in terms of my decision making. Isa lang ang decision making ko. How much is the average cost per purchase? If the average cost per purchase is within my ideal cost, that's enough for me. Ibig sabihin, yun lang yung susundan ko na KPI or metrics. Regardless kung nag-shoot man yung frequency ko ng sobrang dalas lumabas ng ads ko, okay, maybe some people will become annoyed about my ads. Hindi yun yung parameters, hindi yun yung titingnan mo. Ang titingnan mo, is it within your ideal cost? Pagbawa-usapan po natin yan on day 5. Gets? Hopefully nasagot ko yung tanong mo, Sir Aris. Kung may follow-up question ka, tanong mo lang. Okay, gets. Natumbok naman lahat. Okay. Any questions, guys, before we end our session tonight? We still have a couple minutes left. 5 minutes. Any questions? Wala na? If wala na, let's meet tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. at exactly 7:30 p.m. Okay? I'll be sending you guys the I'll be uploading the recording nitong tonight's session doon sa dashboard po ninyo, and I'll be sending you guys an email. Just give me 30 minutes to render the Zoom training, and then yan. Okay, wala nang mapahabol questions? Okay, thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow at exactly 7:30 p.m. Thank you guys and have a good night. Bye-bye.